you about what is happening in the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, quickly talking about the performances of players in their various clubs. A lot of people are expecting that the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria to actually give the Super Eagles of Nigerians something that they should cherish in the year 2024. Yes, talking about the trial of Francis Uzo, Azan Yusuf and Umar Sadiq are the latest arrivals in the Super Eagles training camp in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, ahead of the African Cup of Nations. Yesterday, this was reviewed by the Eagles media officer Babafemi Raji. Following the latest arrival, the number of players in the camp now stand at 22. Raji disclosed that Victor Osimhen will arrive today. Yes, this morning Victor Osimhen will be joining while William Ekong is expected to join the camp of the Super Eagles latest midnight. Meanwhile, the team's training schedule for today is 9:30 a.m. Talking about the morning session and evening session. Also, there will be no media access during the two training session. Players in camp, quickly, let's give it to you. Ahmed Musa, Kenneth Omero, Simon Olonleke Ojo, Alex Iwobi, Semi Ajayi, Olaino, Kevin Bassi, Lukman Ribo, Frank Oyeka, Bruno Awaziem, Seidu, Victor Boniface, Franco Yendika, Osayi Bright, Chukwueze, Wambali, Uzo, Azan and Sadiq, making the total number of players in camp 22. AFCON 2023, Mikel tips energetic striker Osimhen to win most valuable players of the tournament. Former Super Eagles captain John Mikel Obi has backed Victor Osimhen to scoop the most valuable player award at the upcoming 2023 African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, Osimhen, who was crowned African best player for year 2023, was top striker in the qualifiers with 10 goals. The 25-year-old is expected to lead the Super Eagles quest for a fourth title, the 2023 African Cup of Nations final. Mikel is backing his compatriots to emerge the best player at the end of the competition. He said, and I quote, "If I have to pick the player of the tournament, it will be Osimhen. Osimhen is on fire. He looks a bit like Didier Drogba. Little bit of similarities here and there. He scores goals. He will give you goals. He will hold up play. A strong and energetic striker." End of quote. The forward is yet to link up with his Super Eagles teammate ahead of the competition. Was the Pesero side are currently training in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Plateau United's midfielder duo return to Kano Pillar clash. Plateau United head coach Mvuas Magnot has received a major boost ahead of his team match 17 fixture against Kano Pillars. The Peace Boys, as they are finally called, will welcome back midfielder duo Yakubu Adams and Uche Onwanaya for the game. Adam is returning to the game after serving his mandatory one-match ban for accumulation of yellow cards. He missed Plateau United's narrow victory against Sporting Lagos on match day 16 in Jos. Onwanaya is back with the team after completing his marriage formality with his long-term partner last week. Plateau United will face Kano Pillars at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano on Sunday. The former Nigerian Premier Football League champion secured a narrow victory against Kano Pillars in 2022. Sunday, Anthony scored the only goal in the game. Still talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League, NPFL, to honor former Golden Eaglet coach Broderick Imasuen. Yes, the coach that led that guided the Nigerian talking about the World Cup in 1985, the Golden Eaglet, the maiden edition of under 17 World Cup, and yes, all the way he guided the Nigerian lad to win that competition. He died yesterday, and the Nigerian Professional Football League has directed that all coaches and players across all league venues on match day 17 to wear black armbands in honor of the late Sebastian Broderick Imasuen. A minute silence will also be observed before kickoff for the foremost coach of the league in the past. The MPFL chairman Gbenga Elegbeleye disclosed this in a reaction to the passing of Imasuen. Elegbeleye described Imasuen as icon of youth and club coaching. He said, and I quote, Sebastian Broderick Imasuen was a coach who made youth football popular in Nigeria, and at some point in his career he was one of those that heightened interest in the professional football league with a running rivalry with some other top clubs coaches like Willie Bazoaye, James Peter, Charles Bassey, to mention a few. By his death, our country has lost an icon in the coaching echelon. End of quote. Yes, talking about Broderick Imasuen died at the age of 85 in a private hospital in Bini, Edo State on Tuesday, January 2, 2024. He made global headlines after leading the Nigerian under-16 team to win the maiden FIFA Cadet Championship in China in 1985. Apart from his successes at international level, Sabara, as he's fondly called, also coached Academy Warriors, Udoji United FC, and Benden Insurance in the time past. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Let's come back to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Soji expresses displeasure with Super Eagles squad. Former Super Eagles defender Sam Soji is not happy with the composition of Super Eagles squad for the 2023 African Cup of Nations. Head coach Jose Peseiro unveiled his 25-man squad for the competition last week. Soji, however, believed that the squad is imbalanced with no creative player. Yes, he said, and I quote, "We are going to the African Cup of Nations with an imbalanced squad. We are taking too many strikers. We are lacking that creativity in the midfield where players can pass the ball forward and create chances to win games." He said that the team is imbalanced, and this will be like us to talk about the view. Yes, I'll say is the view of the former Super Eagles defender, talking about Sam Soji, that the Super Eagles squad is imbalanced, that too many strikers, and we're lacking a creative players in the team. Yes, in the likes of Alex Iwobi, we'll be talking about some players like Frank Oyendika as well, and some other players like Joe Aribo. Are they not creative enough, or we needed someone who can actually perform the magic, the likes of Etimessin, JJ Okocha, and Mikel Obi, Wilson Oruma, or Thompson Olia would do. But in the squad released by Jose Peseiro, do we really have what it takes to get the ball forward, passing the ball around, just like Sam Soji said? And the composition of the players, we've told you earlier on, the likes of Aribo, Alex Iwobi are the midfielders, and Soji is saying that too many strikers, because most of those players paraded as the midfielder, most of them are attacking minded, and actually, if we have to say, some of them, not all, actually lack that creativity to hold ball and decide the pace of the game. Yes, let's just talk about this. Do we really lack creative players in the squad of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, just like Sam Soji has actually said? Yes, to be part of the show this morning, because we have to talk about it. January 13 is just very near here, and we have to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the possibility, because we are giving them all our support. Can we get the fourth title this time around? Can the power, the energetic power of Osimhen alone get the trophy for Nigeria? Or do you really think it will be a total teamwork where we have a good goalkeeper, Victor Moses, and another Victor Boniface? Nigeria actually have what it takes to get the goals, but it will be difficult for a striker to just get the ball right from the midfield and get the goals, just like Mikel was trying to compare Victor Osimhen to Didier Drogba. A lot of time when you watch Didier Drogba applying it straight for Chelsea, then you have a lot of creative midfielder in Joko, the flanks, Joko's, the likes of Mikel Ballack, the likes of a lot of the chemistry of the game, right from the defense line to the attacking department. You see the Drogba moving up and down. Do you really think Amsoji said that the Super Eagles squad lacks creative players? Number to call to be part of the show this morning is 080-655-26145. The number again 0806-522-6145, 080-65-22-6145. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because we would like to have your view about whether the Super Eagles actually. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yeah, just keep the call coming in. Number again to dial is 080-65-22-6145. Still talking about Sam Soji. He said we are going with too many side passes players. No disrespect to the players, and we've been conceding goals left, right, and center. We should stop that, because a solid defense is the benchmark to win a tournament. Also, it is a well-known fact that the problem we have in the goalkeeping department. So if you put all this together, there are reasons to be worried. But we are fans of the Super Eagles, and the goals being conceded by the Super Eagles. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Said from Kwara State.
Barrister from Kwara State.
Said from Kwara State.
Okay, Said from Kwara State. Yes, let's have your take on this.
Actually, we are well done. We look at what Mikel Obi says, the reality, but as well we have to look at our midfielder. Midfielder is very, very important. If you look at Barcelona, when Lionel Messi is up, the midfielder work a lot for Lionel Messi. So
Iniesta and the likes of Iniesta.
Yes. So I think if Nigeria have a very good and creative midfielder, we can make it and we can become the winner of it.
Ever since the departure of JJ Okocha and to some extent Mikel Obi, Nigeria have been lacking in that department, to just say the fact. In Alex Iwobi, Frank Oyindika, Joe Aribo, do you really see any of these three actually taking up the responsibility?
Yes, Alex Iwobi can do the work very well. But just let's keep on praying. I know Nigeria will be the winner by the grace of God.
Okay, thank you all the way from Kwara State. I love Nigerians. Yes, let us keep praying, but when it gets to when we get to the field, prayer alone will not be enough. Yes, sir, we'll have a lot of reasons to be worried, just like what Sam Soji actually said. And quickly, let's talk about the goalkeeping department. Francis Uzo has not also been doing well, and the likes of Olorunleke going to the African Cup of Nations for the first time, and as an home-based player, will he be able to just man the post? Or when you see the Nwabili from South Africa, Chippa United goalkeeper all the way from South Africa, and yes, we will get, if we are getting it right from the striking department, then we should be able to get it right down to the midfield, down to the defense line, and also our goalkeeper should be up and doing. Here's the number to dial again to be part of the show: 0806 52 26 145. Just like Sam Soji said, do you really think we lack those creative players at the midfield of the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Do we really think are we going to the Nations Cup with too many strikers, just like he has rightly identified? De Bruyne in shock exit from Manchester City. Next destination revealed. Manchester City playmaker Kevin De Bruyne could be set to join a Saudi Pro League club next season. According to a report, the Saudi Public Investments Fund is keen on the Belgian. Yes, a lot of people are going to Saudi Arabia, maybe to some will say to go to get pensions or to retire. But Kevin De Bruyne is still young. I think he still has a lot in his kitty to display to the world of soccer. This may consider his option in the summer of 2024 when Only 1 year will be left in his existing deal with Manchester City. In October 2023, Al Nassr are believed to have shown interest in De Bruyne. He even attracted attention from a Saudi second-tier club, Al Qudiyah. A lot of money, no doubt about it, but a lot of people are placing the financial benefits ahead of the trophy, ahead of other things that they could have as well gotten for themselves. Achievement, talking about achievement. But when you see a player who have actually gotten all the trophy in this world, just like Cristiano Ronaldo, then he can as well cement and consolidate on his achievement by getting the fat pay. Yes, Saudi Arabia, no doubt about it. The league is now being mentioned in the national daily, in the dailies, when it comes to football, what they don't used to get before. But this time around, they've been able to use what they have to get a mention in the world of sport, because you see arrays of stars moving down to that place, talking about the likes of Benzema, talking about the likes of N'Golo Kante. A lot of them are right there plying their trade in Saudi Arabia, all because of money. Because when you're talking about Saudi Arabia League, it's nothing to be it's not competitive, and you wonder why people are retiring to that place to actually play football. Is for the money, and they are also trying to build their league. And we hope one day Nigeria Premier League will also be able to facilitate such a big move, seeing the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo coming to Nigeria to play. But I think that's a dream that may never come true. Talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League, do we really have the resources? Do we have the management, the organization, and the likes? And I really think that this Nigerian Professional Football League can grow by leaps and bounds if the management and the administration get things right. Arteta eyes 3 new players for Arsenal this January. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is looking at 3 players in the January transfer window. Arteta wants to inject life to their faltering Premier League title challenge. The Gunners were top of the Premier League table on Christmas Day, but have fallen to 4th place, sitting only 1 point ahead of the North London rival Tottenham Hotspur after back-to-back defeat. Arsenal have particularly struggled for goals, with 12 teams having at least 1 player who has scored more than the Gunners. According to report, Arteta wants a new forward as one of 3 areas the Spaniard want to address. Arsenal have been linked with Ivan Toney of Brentford, but are unlikely to be in a position to spend big this month. The Bees are expected to demand in excess of £80 million for Toney, who will return to action in 2 weeks' time after serving a ban. Victor Osimhen is another player Arteta is eyeing, though again his price tag could prevent any deal this month, while Feyenoord Santiago Gimenez has also caught the attention of Arteta. In addition to a new forward, Arteta also wants to sign a fullback and a holding midfielder. Yes, just doing everything to ensure that Arsenal are faltering experience stopped, and a team that is occupying the number 1 top of the log by December. This time around now they are 4th on the log because of their losses. Yes, back-to-back losses. And I think as a good coach, he should be looking towards the direction of addressing where the problems is also emanating from. Yes, a lot of coaches are going to the transfer window by Monday. Yes, by Monday the transfer window will be opened, and coaches will have opportunity to actually, only those who have identified the areas of their lack will be able to get the needed player to fill those positions. And I think it's the right thing for Arteta to start actually addressing these challenges where Arsenal are actually lacking, because most times you see Arsenal doing well, but towards the tail end of the league they falter just like a pack of cards. They always fall. and maybe a lot of people say they don't have the mentality of sustaining their spot on the log. And I think apart from injuries, this time around Arsenal have a way of just losing when they start very strongly, only for them to allow one or two things to actually get them off the top of the table. This time around they are fourth now, but I think they still have opportunity of addressing the challenges and also getting the trophy. For how long? It's been long they've gotten it, and I know Arteta will be willing to actually do it for Arsenal. Chelsea start to leave Pochettino's side this January. Still talking about transfer. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino could be set to lose Ian Maston from his squad this January transfer window. According to report, Borussia Dortmund are reportedly confident of signing Maston this month, either permanently or on loan. The Dutch defender came close to leaving Chelsea last summer but rejected a 31.5 million euros move to Premier League rivals Burnley on transfer deadline day. The 21-year-old has since struggled to secure a regular spot in Pochettino 11, normally featuring off the bench in the Premier League so far this season. Dortmund have already expressed an interest in signing Maatsen this January and are in negotiations with Chelsea over a potential deal for the player. The German Bundesliga side are optimistic that the deal will get done, although it is not currently decided if Maatsen will head to Dortmund or on a loan deal or in a permanent transfer. RB Leipzig to allow Timo Werner join Manchester United on one condition. Still talking about transfer of players from one club to another this time around, as January transfer window will be opening on Monday. RB Leipzig are willing to allow Manchester United target Timo Werner leave on loan this January transfer window on one condition. Werner has emerged as the surprise target for Manchester United, who are looking to strengthen their attacking options after struggling for goals in the first half of the season. According to report, Leipzig are prepared to loan the Germany international out this month, but only if the interested club can guarantee he will start regularly. The Bundesliga club Phil Werner, who has just 2 league starts because of a series of injuries, needs consistent game time to get back to his best. The report added that Werner himself wants regular minutes ahead of next summer's Euros in Germany. It remains to be seen if Manchester United can make that sort of guarantee. Werner had played for Manchester United Premier League rivals Chelsea in the time past. Meanwhile, Manchester United are also linked with Bayern Munich duo Thomas Müller and Eric Mazin, Chopong Martin and Stuttgart Sheu Gurazi. Yes, I know it will be difficult for any player, for any team to maybe accede to that condition, that a player who have not been able to play more than two times, who have not been able to play more than 2 times for a club, and now he's been maybe on loan or permanent deal to another club, and all what you are seeking for him is that he should be getting the regular starts. Then the question will now come to mind, that why is he not starting in the club that is also coming up with such condition? And then we know that Manchester United will they may likely agree or not, and if they are not ready to honor such agreements, then Timo Werner may not be heading to Manchester United. Yes, we'll still be talking about transfer news this time around. We'll be talking about the live update and latest from the Premier League, MLS, talking about leagues across Europe, and we'll be talking about transfer The new one, yes, Carlo Ancelotti has said that Arda Güler will get his minute at Real Madrid following their victory over Mallorca. Güler was an unused substitute in Real Madrid's 1-0 victory at Santiago Bernabeu yesterday. The midfielder has only recently recovered from subsequent muscle injuries, and Ancelotti didn't take the risk in playing him in the La Liga clash. You're still talking about a new signing, Barcelona new signing, talking about Victor Roque has been registered in time to feature in a side clash against Las Palmas today. Yes, Roque recently joined Barcelona after the Catalan club expedited an agreement that was initially scheduled with Atletico Paranaense. Yes, talking about a club from Brazil for the end of the campaign. Barcelona head coach Xavi has expressed his confidence that the 18-year-old will be able to play against Las Palmas, and he now looks set to be part to take off. The teenager has already been capped by the Brazilian national team after netting 28 goals for the top flight Brazilian side Atletico Paranaense. So still talking about transfer this very beautiful morning, Algeria Nice defender Youssef Atta has been given an 8-month suspension sentence by a French court for inciting religious hatred in a social media. Atta, who is due to play the African Cup of Nations, was suspended by French club Nice in October over a post relating to the Israel-Gaza war that was widely condemned for being offensive towards Jewish people. The 27-year-old deleted the post and apologized, but after the Nice Public Prosecutor's Office launched an investigation, he appeared in court last month on charges of inciting hatred on religious ground. Manchester United trigger option to extend Wan Bissaka contract. Manchester United have activated the option to extend Aaron Wan-Bissaka contract to 2025. The 26-year-old right-back's deal was set to expire at the end of the 2023-2024 season, but the club had an option to extend this by another 1 year, which they have now triggered. The option also gives United more time to review the situation and have conversation about a potential new deal for him in the future. Egypt forward Mohamed Salah, 31 years of age, is moving closer to a new contract extension at Liverpool despite interest from Saudi Pro League. Yes, talking about players moving to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's Public Invest Fund has renewed its interest in Mohamed Salah. Also talking about another player, this time around Chelsea are prepared to let Brazil defender Thiago Silva leave the club when his contract runs out at the end of the season, with Fluminense ready to offer the 39-year-old a return to his homeland. Also, Bayern Munich has set to renew their interest in signing Fulham's Portugal's midfielder João Paulinho, 28 years of age, and English defender Trevor Chalobah, 24 years, from Chelsea during this January transfer. Also, Arsenal are prioritizing a move for a left back in January, but manager Mikel Arteta will likely have to settle for a loan deal rather than a permanent deal. Talking about transfer this very beautiful morning, Crystal Palace are interested in signing England striker Eddie Nketiah, but Arsenal will not sell the 24-year-old in January unless they can find a suitable replacement for him. So much to talk about transfer this very beautiful Thursday morning. Girona manager Mikel Sanchez has emerged as potential replacement for Newcastle boss Eddie Howe. Yes, he has been doing so very well. He has been pretty well in the league, and a lot of people are just looking to get the Italian manager. Talking about Girona manager Mikel Sanchez. This time around, French Ligue 1 side Lyon want to sign West Ham and Algeria winger Saïd Benrahma, with Wolves and Fulham also keen on signing the 28-year-old. Also, Germany, talking about Germany forward Timo Werner has emerged as a serious transfer target for Manchester United, like we have said earlier on, with RB Leipzig set to allow him on a loan deal. Everton are seeking to offload Portuguese midfielder Andres Gomes because of the 32-year-old's high wages. Yes, and they said they can't cope with his wages again, so they just have to let him go. And we hope that a very good side will come for Andres Gomes. Yes, so good. He's been doing it for his club. Monaco are in discussion with West Ham over a loan move with an option to buy the 27-year-old Germany defender Thilo Kehrer from Monaco. Yes, Sheffield United also are close to signing Villarreal and Chile forward Ben Brenton Diaz on loan until the end of the season. So much to talk about transfer window this very beautiful morning. Also, we are going to talk about Wolves, Wolverhampton Wanderer. Yes, they are in advanced talk to sign 18-year-old Gabonese midfielder Noah Lemina, a brother to Mario Lemina, on loan from PSG, while United States keeper Zach Steven, 20 years of age, is set to leave Manchester City and sign for Major League Soccer side Colorado Rapids. Yes, we'll go back to the African Cup of Nations story, where we have North African teams, the only threats to Super Eagles at African Cup of Nations. This is coming from the mathematical and legendary Nigeria winger. Yes, we call him mathematical Segun Odegbami. He has said that North African teams are the only threats to Super Eagles' ambition of winning the African Cup of Nations in 2023. Odegbami, winner of the AFCON in 1980, stated that the likes of Ghana, Cameroon, champions Senegal, and the AFCON 2023 host Cote d'Ivoire are not as strong as the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He said, and I quote, "I'm going to AFCON fully loaded to join those that will come back with that trophy. If you ask me why, I really don't know. I can't justify it, but I have a gut feeling that it's going to happen." And yes, end of quote there. Senegal, he said, and I quote as well, "Senegal are not the team, and the other teams are not very strong. The stronger teams are the North African teams, but they are coming to meet us in West Africa. Senegal are not the team of two. 3 years ago, Cote d'Ivoire are not the same at all, and those are the strong teams from West Africa that could give us a fight, not Ghana, not Cameroon." Odegbami, end of quote. Odegbami noted that the presence of reigning CAF Player of the Year Victor Osimhen will give the Eagles the advantage over other teams. He said, and I quote as well, "We have the psychological boost now in Victor Osimhen. It is not that Victor is best player in Africa for nothing. It is because he has earned it, and he's going to show it. And you know, you need that kind of presence in your national team, that person that can make the difference to separate you from the team that would do well and not win." Yes, he is going to do well and win for us, and based on a few of those things, and we have good players, but they haven't blended as a team. But now they will have a little bit of time to blend a little. The other teams are not yet very strong, and we have a Victor Osimhen, and I can